What's up, guys? Welcome to week 3, day 3 of the Get Stronger program. I'm Coach Vanessa, and once again, I'm going to be taking you through our next 40-minute workout. For today, we're going to continue that focus of getting stronger and getting out of our comfort zone a little bit. Next week is the last week of the challenge, so you'll be led once again by Coach Jess to finish out the program strong. All right, guys, make sure you have a mat and weights available, and of course your water bottle to take advantage of those rest periods. Let's go ahead and get started with our pillar prep movements. Join me on the mat. We're going to start with that 90-90 stretch that we did earlier this week. Go ahead and lay it on your side. Stack those knees straight out from the hip. Extend your bottom arm out, and other hand comes right on top. Sweep up and around, focusing on that nice deep stretch. This is a great one for shoulder mobility, as well as the upper and mid back. Go nice and slow. See if you can stay low to the floor with your fingertips. And then once you do 3, let's go ahead and switch to that other side. Make sure you have that 90-degree bend at the knee and sweep. You can kind of take inventory of any sore spots you have, any tightness. And then after today's workout, if you can always grab that foam roller to work out any specific areas that need a little extra love. All right, guys, we're going to turn actually onto our backs for a hamstring stretch. Go ahead and pull your knee toward your chest and then slowly extend. Exhale, pull. And extend. Same thing, we'll do 3. And switch to the other side. So if you're ever doing strength workouts on your own, make sure to do a couple of nice dynamic stretches. That can really make all the difference with how your workout feels and also help to prevent injury. All right, next move, we're going to do a shin box. And then we can add a little extension if you're comfortable. So shin box, this was the one where you're turning side to side, keeping 90 degrees at each knee. If you're comfortable, you can add a little lift on each side. All right, so join me with those lifts if you're comfortable. Rotate and lift. We'll do 3 on each side. Feel free to take out the lift if you're not comfortable. Definitely a great one for hip mobility, warming up that lower body. Let's go 1 more on each side. Last one. Awesome. Let's bring it into kneeling position next. We're going to bring our right leg forward. This is a great one for the quads and hip flexors. Let's go ahead and lean it on in, pushing your weight into that front heel, and then bring it up nice and tall. Let's go 2 more. And last one. All right, 3 on the other side. Nice deep breaths with each one. Last one here, and then we're going to bring it up into a high plank. So go ahead and join me with your palms right below your shoulders. We're going to pike it up and reach toward the opposite toe. If you can't quite touch your toe, you can always touch your knee instead. Let's go 3 on each side. Good, last one. You can keep that plank position, and we're going to step 1 leg out to the side. See if you can get that foot to the outside of the palm. Hold for a count or 2, and then switch. This is our runner's lunge. 2 more on each side. Try to sink your hips down with each lunge. Step it out and sink. Good, 1 more each. Last one. Good, go ahead and walk your hands back in. And we're gonna go into some standing lunges. So we're gonna do an around the world lunge. We're gonna go forward, side, and back for around the world lunges. So I'm going to give myself a little space behind me and in front of me, starting with the right leg. Let's step it out into a front lunge, lateral lunge, step it out and sit it back, and back lunge. If you have any knee pain, you can modify these by not going as low or just do some squats instead. One more each, and then we'll just switch sides. Good. All right, other side, guys. To the front and side. So for those side lunges, important not to lean to the side. You want to sit it back instead of to the side. So once that foot's planted, sit it back. One more of each. Awesome. All right, guys, last one for our movement prep. We're going into a leg cradle. So go ahead and take your right hand. We're going to grab hold of that left ankle, pull up toward the hips. See if you can get that leg parallel to the floor. Other side. You can kind of push down on that knee. See, my right side is a little less flexible. That's okay. Good to be aware of any imbalances. That way you can focus on them a little bit more with your stretching. Good. One more on each side. Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our first block of strength moves. Before we do, feel free to grab some water, and I'll join you in that. And we are kicking things off with a bent over row. You might be able to go a little bit heavier. We're going to keep those reps pretty low at 6 reps. But we are going to add a little bit of a challenge with our eccentric part of the move. So concentric phase, you're going to pull. And then eccentric phase, you're going to lower. 3, 2, 1. So just slowing things down a little bit, challenging those muscles a little bit more. So let's try for 6. We're going to go into that hip hinge, bent over position in 3, 2. Let's pull and lower. 3, 2, 1. 5 more. Definitely feel the difference. Anytime you slow things down, increasing that time under tension. Let's go 2 more. So definitely a great way to challenge yourself if you're limited with the weights that you have on hand. All right, guys, set those weights to the side. We are doing 3 rounds of this block. So if that weight felt good, keep it on hand for next time. Next move, we have walkout to push-up. So we're going to start with 1 push-up, 1 walkout, and then 1 walkout, 2 push-ups. So each time we walk it out into that plank position, we're going to add a push-up. All right, so working your way up to 5. If you typically do push-ups on your knees, you can do them on your knees, you can do them on your toes, or a combo. So whatever challenges you, you can always start on your toes and drop to your knees if you need to. All right, so let's go for it. Starting with 1 push-up, bring it on out. Push up and walk it back in. You don't have to stand up, just walk your hands back to the toes, bring it right back out. Going for 2. And go at your own pace. If you're going slower or faster than me, that's okay. You can always pause the video or fast forward it. Or just get a little extra rest. That is well deserved. I'm at 4 push-ups. Last time out. Walk it back in. And we'll take a little rest here. All right, so we have a nice 90-90 stretch in between our block just to give our shoulders a little rest. Go ahead and join me on the mat. This is our active rest period. Let's just do 2 on each side. And then we are right back to our rows. Switching sides, I'm just going to roll it on over. So for our rows, if that weight felt good, let's stick with it. If you can challenge yourself with a heavier weight, go for it for round 2. All right, guys, 6 here. In 3, 2, bend it forward, pull, power it up, slow on the way down. I have 2 more. Awesome. We are back to our push-ups. Remember, you're in control on the toes, on the knees, whatever is a challenge for you, but also challenges you. All right. 3, 2, and go. I think I meant to say whatever is doable for you, but also challenges you guys. 2 push-ups. Maybe they're feeling a little better this time. We're nice and warmed up now. Focus on your form and go at your own pace. I have 1 last walkout, 5 push-ups. Whew, all right, little active recovery. Back to our side lying sweeps. 90 degree at the knee. Let's go for 2 on each side. Take advantage of this rest. Those push-ups will definitely get you, especially by this 3rd round coming up. I'm going to switch sides. 2 more sweeps. And then we have our final round for block 1. How are you guys feeling? Check in with yourself. Set your intention for this final round. We're going to crush it together. And then we have a nice rest period after we're through. All right, final 6 rows in that bent forward position, guys. In 3, 2, let's pull. And lower slow. 3, 2, 1. Two more. Some work. All right, back to push-ups. 1 to 5. Ready, guys? Let's do it. Bring it down. Let's start with 5 this time. Get those done. And then we'll count it down for our final round. Let's go 4. Feels a little bit better dropping 1 each time, right? Let's go for 3. How are those arms doing? You've got this. So close. 1 last push-up. I'm in it with you guys. Walk it in. Whew. All right, active recovery. Then we'll grab some water. 2 sweeps. Use that breathing. Slowing your heart rate down. Let's go 2 on the other side. All right, block 1 is officially complete. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was not an easy way to start this workout. Grab some water, guys. We're gonna be using the weights for our next block. All right, so a lot of upper body coming up. We're gonna go with a curl to press. We have 8 reps here. Curling, rotating up for that press. After that, we have an upper body focus with our lateral raise, and we're on that half knee. All right, so for this one, being down on the floor, it's going to target that core a lot more and your stability. So make sure you're keeping a nice, strong spine, pulling those ab muscles in toward that spine. All right, so belly button pulled in, tight, exhaling with each lift. All right, so we have 3 on each leg, and then we have 8 curl to press. We're going 3 rounds through together. Let's get started with our curl to press. If you're not sure what weight to use, grab something in the medium range. Try it out this first round. You can always go up from there next time. All right, lots of shoulders coming up. Make sure you have soft knees, strong core. In 3, 2, let's curl it up. Rotate, push, rotate down, and lower. All of the movement is coming from the upper body. Everything else is staying sturdy and strong. Strong pillar. Going for 8 reps. Halfway through. Last 2. Awesome. Bring it down, half kneeling position. And that back leg, or that back toe, can be pointed down. Back is nice and straight. Let's bring it up for 3. Then we're gonna switch legs. Awesome, just lifting up to shoulder height. Other side, lift. Perfect. So since we're doing lower reps, you might be able to up that weight a little bit. Round 2 coming up. You guys ready? Let's take a nice deep breath together. All right, 8, curl to press. Let's go. Halfway through, check in with yourself. How's your form? Last 2. Awesome work. Back into our half kneeling position. One leg out in front. All right, guys, 3 on each. Let's lift. And if you need to swap for a lighter weight here, make sure you can keep that form going and you're feeling good for that 3. Awesome work. 2 rounds down. Take a little breather, roll those shoulders back. Again, let's set those intentions for our last round. Curl to press and lateral lifts. I know those shoulders are feeling it. This is how we build that true strength. All right, curl to press in 3, 2, let's go for 8. Strong shoulders. Halfway through. How's that form looking? Almost there, guys. Last rep. Push it up. And rest. All right, guys, 3 and 3. Get ready. In 3, 2, let's lift. Switching legs. Last one. Set those weights down. Guys, grab some water. We're gonna take a little rest here. Take some time to breathe. All right, we have another circuit coming up, or our last block to get through together. Before we do, let's stretch those shoulders out a bit. Side to side. We do have a little bit more shoulders coming up, but we're gonna focus a lot more on the upper body, on the lower body. Let's bring those legs wide. Bring it down, rock side to side. So we have 3 moves coming up. We have a Romanian deadlift. We're gonna focus on trying to go a little bit heavier with our weight. Then we have a front squat. Then we have a squat to press. So a lot of legs. We are throwing in that squat to press at the end to really burn those shoulders out. We're going 3 rounds through, and we have 4 reps each. All right, or 4 each side for our RDLs. All right. So for our RDL, you have the option of doing 2 legs, or you can bring 1 leg off of the floor. So if that's the case, do 4 and then switch sides. Or if you'd rather keep both feet down, especially if you're going heavy with those weights, you can just do a regular RDL with your feet about shoulder width apart. All right, so whatever you're comfortable with, let's start 4 on each side, or 8 all together. In 3, 2, let's go. I'm gonna elevate my back leg, since I don't have super heavy weights to work with, giving myself that extra challenge. All right, I'm switching sides. Another 4, focusing on that form. With your hip hinge, you want to focus on your back staying nice and flat. All of the power is coming from the glutes and hamstrings. Last one. Awesome. All right, going into our front squat. I'm going to swap it out for 2 medium weights. We're going to bring those weights just over the shoulders. We have 4 front squats, and then we have 4 squat to press. Ready, guys? In 3, 2, ready? Let's bring it down. Just holding those weights over the shoulders, sitting it on back. See how low you can go, pushing through those heels. That's 4. We have a squat to press next. Down. Push it up. Last one. Awesome. Take a little rest here. We have 2 more rounds. So we're going to come back to our RDLs, 4 on each side, or 8 total. All right. Choose a side if you are doing one-legged, or keep both feet planted. In 3, 2, let's go. Roll it down. Back nice and flat. Pull that belly button in. I like to gaze right in front of me on the floor to help with balance. Slow and steady. Halfway there. All right, we are back to our front squat, then right into our squat and press, 4 of each. For our front squat, grab those weights over the shoulders, feet a little wider than shoulder width. Let's go 3, 2, sit it on back. Like you're sitting back into a chair, keeping that chest forward. That's 4, let's go squat to press. Last one. Awesome job. Take a little breather here. We have one final round there. I'm going to grab some water before our last round. All right, last time for RDLs. You ready, guys? Let's finish it out strong together. And then we have just a couple exercises on the mat coming up after this block. All right, RDLs, ready? Roll it on down. Strong hamstrings and glutes here. Lots of balance if you're doing that one leg. It's not meant to be perfect. We're focusing on progress here, not perfection. Last 2. Awesome work. 4 front squats into 4 squat to press. Ready, guys? Squats first. Keeping those glutes, quads, and hamstrings working hard. Squat to press. Last one. Amazing job. Take a breath. We're gonna do a little bit added on to our finisher. We're not doing any more weights unless you want to add those. For our next couple of moves, we're gonna do some planks. So definitely continuing to challenge those shoulders, challenge the pillar. We're gonna add a little bit of legs in, so we'll have a nice well-rounded finisher before we jump into our stretch. All right, guys, let me show you what's coming up for our plank series. So we're gonna start in a high plank on the palms. We're gonna challenge those shoulders with some shoulder taps. We're gonna go here for 20 seconds. Next one, we're gonna go leg lifts for 20 seconds, working those glutes and hamstrings. 20 seconds there. Then we're gonna drop down, rock forward and back. So we have a 1-minute plank. We're gonna do that 2 rounds. We will take a rest in between together. So this is definitely a challenge for muscular endurance, holding that high plank and that pillar plank for that full minute. If you can't hold for the full 30, you can always drop to your knees and hold here. Just don't give up. Keep holding some kind of plank on the toes or on the knees. All right, let's get started with our minute, starting with those shoulder taps for the first 20. In 3, 2, let's go. Try to keep your hips parallel to the floor. Try not to swing. Almost there, last 5, 4, 3, 2, good, leg lifts. 1 leg up, keeping that flat back. Just lifting that heel up toward the ceiling. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2. Try not to drop down. We're on the forearms. Rock forward and back. You've got this. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. Take a rest, take a breather. We have 1 more minute of working hard, and then we're gonna jump into our nice calming stretch, our well-deserved stretch, and we'll take our time with that recovery. All right, so we're back. High plank. We're gonna stick with the same 3 moves for our final 60 seconds. All right, guys, we're in this together. Let's go in 3, 2, shoulder taps. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, good. Into leg lifts. Keeping those shoulders strong. Pushing the floor away. 10 seconds. You've got this. This is where it gets really tough. This is where change happens. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. You're capable of a lot more than you know. Just keep on going. 10 more seconds, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are done. Amazing work. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can stay on the mat for our cool down and stretch. We're gonna start in a child's pose position. If you need to grab some water, go for it. All right, into child's pose. We're gonna bring our knees wider than the hips. Meet your toes in the center, and then slowly sit it on back. Walk your hands out in front of you, and slowly drop your forehead down to the mat. Let's just hold there for a few counts. Try to sink your arms into the floor, relax your upper body, and just focus on your breathing. Good. You can lift your head up. We're going to walk our hands out to the side. Again, keeping your palms and elbows on the floor if you can, and drop your forehead to the mat. Again, let your upper body sink into the floor. Feel that nice stretch in the upper and lower back. Good, lift your head up. Let's walk to the other side. As far as you're comfortable, drop to the elbows. Bring your head down and sink into the floor. Again, focusing on your breathing. Awesome. You can slowly lift back up. We're going to bring it down into Cobra. So for this one, you can lay flat on your stomach. Bring your palms to the outside of your shoulders, and you can rest the tops of your feet down on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale and slowly push with your palms. Push away from the floor just as high as you're comfortable, wherever that may be for you. If you can extend all the way up, go for it. But don't overdo it here. Inhale and release, nice and slow, back down to the floor. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, push away from the floor. Look up toward the ceiling. And lower back down. We'll do that 1 more time. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Push away from the floor, look up toward the ceiling. Good, let's bring it onto our palms and knees into quadruped. And let's take our right arm and thread the needle. Drop your shoulder toward the floor. See if you can rest your head on the floor as well. And switch sides. Good, let's go 2 more on each side. Last one each. And from here, we're going to bring it up into that high plank position and downward dog, pushing your heels toward the floor. Bring your ears close to the elbows. Pedal your feet. Let's stretch those calves out a bit more. And walk it back in. Hands to meet the toes. Once you're there, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And roll those shoulders back. Good. From there, you can reach one arm up and over. And switch sides. So we have made it through 3 weeks of the Get Stronger program. Our last week starts next week with our last 3 workouts with Coach Jess. You guys are doing amazing. Lots to be proud of. Let's interlace our fingers, roll the shoulders forward, chin to chest. So keep it going strong next week. I know these workouts are challenging, but like I said, that is where the change happens, so keep at it. You'll have so much to be proud of. You can even repeat these workouts down the road to see how far you've come. One more each side. All right, guys, that does it for today's workout. Thank you so much for joining.